Hello. This evening I had sort of an epiphany and decided to go ahead and start writing a little bit of what I'm learning during COVID self quarantine lockdown 2020. I would like to go over them. I have a list. I have not expounded on this. This is really raw. I just wrote it. So these are some of the things that I am learning and have learned during COVID 2020. Patience, hands out gifts. And what I mean by that is, I have truly been learning how to be patient. Since we are having to self isolate, there are things I cannot do right now, and there are people who I cannot see right now. And because of that, I am gaining a lot of anxiety about it. I am wanting to make it happen right now, but that can't happen. So patience is the key here, and it's truly handing out gifts because as I wait, I gain more and more and more, and the things that I'm actually patiently waiting for is becoming better, or I'm starting to see it sort of occur or start forming, becoming a creation. Number two, let go of how it is supposed to be and follow how it feels. I sort of had this control issue in which I wanted things to go a certain way and look a certain way. I have really become humbled because I've had a couple of tired moments that kind of put me back in my place. And when it says to just follow what it feels like, I stopped creating when it came to love a particular person or how that person looked, how they behaved, and I started following the feeling. As I'm talking to someone, if it feels good, then I'll follow it. If it doesn't, then I know something's not right and I need to listen to that part of me that is saying such. Number three, open yourself up to receive love and you shall receive it. Oftentimes, especially after one has been hurt, they begin to block themselves and they put up these barriers and these walls. And when that happens, people have to constantly knock through those barriers and they can't get to it. And when they can't get to it, then they either give up or something happens in the relationship where it does not work out because they can't see your true authentic self. So if you open yourself up to receiving love, do away with the resentment, anger, the bitterness, and truly open yourself up to receiving love. Love is a good emotion. It's not a negative one. So if there's any time where you're feeling any type of negativity, all right, so my daughter walked in, so I stopped and I paused the video, and I don't remember what I was talking about or what part I was on. I truly believe that I was talking about opening yourself up to receiving love and you shall receive it. So basically, what I wanted to discuss with that is that if you're constantly thinking negative or you have this fear-based blockage up, then when people are trying to love you, you're not allowing that in. You're thinking about the past or you're thinking about how something reminded you of something else, which is not actually happening in the real sense of what's going on right now. It's your memories that are the trauma based memories that are blocking you from being able to be fully committed to the present. Take the time to get to know one on an individual. Take the time to get to know an individual before committing. Their likes, their dislikes, hobbies, triggers. Oftentimes, I know for me in my past relationships, I didn't know this until now. This is what I'm learning is that we don't truly get to know a person. We know the simple stuff, we know the superficial things, but we don't get to know a person based off how they would be compatible with you, with ourselves. We get to know what they like, but we don't know what it truly feels like, or what it kind of you have to excuse me. My daughter is in here. She's throwing stuff and it's hitting me, and I'm trying to not lose focus. But back on subject. Um, you need to learn their triggers, their dislikes, their likes. And what I mean by that is really get to know how they're going to be compatible with you. If you all are in the kitchen. You know, what roles would that person be interested in playing? What roles would you be willing to take on? Would that be okay with that person? Or is that like a no-go? No, you know, like a zero, no tolerant type of thing? Would they may ask if I cook, then will you do the dishes? Or I don't like doing laundry, but I'll make the bed up. And they say, okay, cool, deal. This is what I'm interested in. And no. And so you really don't get a chance to learn those types of things about individual. So during this time, during COVID, you are actually being able to, if you're really interested in that person, then you're going to ask the questions that need asking. You're not going to run. You're not going to, walk away. If you lose interest and you're not talking to that person, that means that that isn't who you truly want, or that's really not the person for you. Okay. So the next one would be do away with fear when seeking love. There is a such thing as fear-based love. When you go into a relationship automatically and it's based off of fear, it's not going to work. That's binding the relationship based off that one particular fear. It's not going to work. And the next one is you become what you think. If you think of yourself as undeserving of something or someone, then you will pretty much exemplify, manifest that thing and prove those things to be true through your actions. One thing about it, the mind doesn't want to be wrong. So if you're feeding your mind negativity, then how do you think it's going to respond? How do you think it's going to act? If you're saying to yourself, I'm undeserving of love, I am not good at getting to know a person or meeting a person, then if you're constantly thinking that, then it's going to show in your actions. And in the end result, you're going to start attracting those people who treat you as though you're undeserving of love, and hoping that you get the message. And that's pretty much what any failed situation or any failed circumstance when that happens, it's teaching you a lesson. What are you getting out of those particular incidents? Are you learning something? Because you should be. And if you're learning something, take that and build on that, because it's ultimately teaching you how to be the best you can be on the inside. This is how you get to know yourself. This is what I truly believe each of us as an individual are here on this earth to accomplish. One of those things, as far as getting to know, unpeeling all the layers of the onion and becoming our authentic self. So it was long. This video was longer than I expected it, but it's about 8 minutes. As always, her energy. I love you. Peace out.